Hello, yes, and we do say a fantastic day to you once again. We ask, how can we be of assistance at this time?
Yeah, there's something that's come to my mind is that the man who created human design, he went by the name Ra Uru Hu, and he said everything is aura to aura contact. And I spent some time again and again going to hear him speak, and I feel that actually it may have impacted the cells in my body to the point where I don't think about this at all. I just think to flow with it. Am I accurate that the impact with contact directly with his aura has improved my life more than actually, just thinking over his ideas?
Both have an impact. It's the combination that leads to the results. Of course, the aura level contact is giving you information at a subconscious level. This is what also allows you to then believe this information because when you're in the aura of this being, you get a sense that what they're saying has to be true because of that particular frequency of energy and the clarity and confidence with which that being delivers their transmissions.
Yes, thank you. Um, my deeper self, you've said many times, is outside time. You've said that time is a bit of an illusion for human beings. Ra himself left this world in 2011. He's been deceased for some time, but his deeper self, of course, exists outside time and space. And I'm wondering if there is some kind of connection that's been happening to him or his deeper being that's beyond time and space that is somehow influencing me.
Well, yes, your connection to his higher self, his soul, is amplified as you connect to the greater community, as he has imprinted this community, and many look up to him and have that connection. And so, as you come together, working with his teachings, his spirit is present and in that way inspiring you.
Right. Um, I wouldn't normally ask something like this, but there are people who want to communicate with the dead or get messages from the dead. And it just comes to my mind, are you actually able to connect beyond time and space to the field of Ra Uru Hu and see if there's some specific communication to do with this situation that's happening now, or that's completely impossible?
It is within the realm of possibility.
And would you be willing to let something filter through?
All right, sure. Though again, we would emphasize that this is not mediumship, it is a sort of translation as we connect with this soul and open to the information that they want to share.
Yes, I understand.
Is there a specific question?
Yes, the it seems to me that there is the event in Ibiza and the documentary film are being a little bit hijacked by one person who is splenic, which means that they act in the moment for their own preservation of their own physiology, but they seem to be applying their own preservation uh, reactions to the whole project, to the whole documentary film, and to the whole of human design. And I feel, well, that's not logical, but I also feel as if I'm being a little bit guided, as if by the spirit of Ra in thinking this. So is there something coming through from Ra about this, or I'm just kind of proving it out by logic or by feeling?
Well, Ra, as a soul who's crossed to the other side, wants to just let you know that in this time and space that he occupies, he has no agendas for his legacy in a specific sense. He nonetheless recognizes his legacy as a great one, and he is connected to many that he has guided, as well as many who discover his teachings and his energy and are allowing for a soul level connection to take place even without his living presence on the earth plane. He sees this challenge as essentially a glimmer in time from his perspective. Again, it's not such a big deal, though he wants to say that all of this is an opportunity to learn. All of this is, again, a sort of creative work and must be approached in that way as a creative work, knowing that the purpose is to enjoy the act of creation, not for a specific result. Sometimes the creative process is messy, and oftentimes one gets to meet one's own shadows and other people's shadows in the process. And this is part of the way that you learn how to better navigate. And in this sense, the way he sees it, it's all happening quite perfectly. To you, he would also say personally, he is glad for the progress that you've made. And he looks down at all of the happenings in this community with amusement, we could say.
Yes, I can quite imagine that. I have such fond memories from my first contact until he unfortunately left us. But it got more and more fond and more connected and more caring and loving ways. Yeah, I'd like that message to go back if there's any way that can happen.
Oh, it is received. He is always with you in the present moment now.
Well, I feel, honestly, I don't think about human design. I just feel it's in the cells, in the mitochondria of my body, and I just flow. And I do exactly what he advised. I sit back, I relax, and I watch the movie of my life. I love myself, and I love all that happens to me. It's fantastic.
Yes, this is a great way to navigate.
Well, I am immensely grateful that I've had the contact personally. I don't know to what extent I can spread it further or not. I have no idea about that, but sometimes I feel I should step out of the shadows and do something.
Do what excites you.
Yeah. What has excited me is the creativity. It's cheaper than medicine. People get very depressed and melancholic. I don't, because I create something and I actually spend my money on creating something. And I don't care that it costs me a little, because I think actually I'm saving a lot and living longer and more happily. But I have been criticized recently.
By who?
The documentary filmmaker specifically said that I've wasted my money. I should have given cash to her. And I thought, well, that's great for her physiology and her survival, but my physiology actually gets immense bliss from being creative, and even the joy of making it real in the world with a little bit of money, which is not a serious problem for me, and probably saves an immense amount of medical costs if I allowed depression or melancholy to be there. So I think it's a great investment to have fun being creative. But I was criticized and told I should have given cash to this person instead.
Just a person with selfish interests, so why would you bother listening to them? Other people's thoughts don't matter. Not even your own thoughts matter. It's just about being in your flow, doing what excites you, being in the right frequency. Thoughts will always respond to what you focus upon, and thoughts can sometimes help you take the right actions. But it is the body that is the mechanism, and it is that, yes, I'm doing this, that is more important than the thoughts. And so don't pay attention to other people's thoughts about you. Just choose to be in your right frequency by remembering that not even your own thoughts are very significant.
Have you any final comment you would like to make?
Stay excited, follow that excitement, share it with others. Also note when other people aren't available for it, and perhaps allow them to be in that space, unavailable and closed off, and simply, instead of trying to force joy upon them, allow yourself in that moment to be a mirror. Allow yourself in the best way that you can to reflect to them that I am not available for joy. And allowing yourself to be that reflection, for them to have that realization, will be much more powerful and beneficial for them than trying to give them a joy that they cannot integrate.
Please, could you explain How I could be not available for joy and express that back as a mirror.
You need to be aware that when people are not available for joy,
Yes.
it is better to not force the joy on them and instead become a mirror to them to help them have that realization that they are not available for joy.
How can I be a mirror for them in that way? What do I do?
Become more neutral. Allow yourself to take a step back and look at them, perceive their aura. Because when you are perceiving and witnessing somebody, they feel seen, they feel understood. And oftentimes they might not recognize it, but just in being deeply perceived, people have a realization about what other people are seeing in them.
This is so true. In my life, the first person who I felt really saw me was Ra Uru Hu, and I couldn't explain it, but I just felt seen by his eyes in silence.
Yes, and we would encourage you to emulate more of that behavior because it will help you deal with people like this individual who are very, very stuck. And sometimes the universe puts very stuck people in places of great importance and pressure for everyone around them to learn important lessons.
Okay. Well, I thank you. Is there anything more you want to say?
Stay happy, stay excited, allow that energy to drive you, and you will find many new opportunities always presenting themselves. Yes.
You brought immense joy and sunlight to this moment of my now. So thank you very much.
Oh, we're very excited for that as well. We wish you then a fantastic day.
On the spaceship of Babel, we are gliding through the stars on a 5-year mission beyond Jupiter and Mars. A celestial encounter on a future Noah's Ark, and you won't hear us coming if you whisper in the dark. There's an Ewok close behind me as we try to disembark here, but we won't Kenobi as we whisper in the dark.